All soldiers form up!
Don't let the enemy use their gleaming sticks. If by chance you do, don't let them hit you. No matter what. Those weapons may be intimidating when wielded by a group, but they're nothing individually. Remember, we have chosen this plan precisely because it provides the main force a strategic advantage. Should we fail, all it will provide them is a swift death. Now go and do us proud! We shall now commence Operation Snake Eyes. All units, move out!
Lady Brunelli, Fidel, Miki, let's move.
Doing my job.
That can wait for the battle. Fidel, concentrate on the enemies in front of you. We can get this.
There seem to be fewer soldiers using phasers, gleaming sticks than the face.
Leave the fighting to us soldiers and try not to get in over your head.
Take it more.
What are you doing? There are hardly any of them! Trample them if you have to!
I can't let you escape! You think you're so strong? Try to withstand this!
Form a wall around me! Do your duty and protect me!
We need to get them. got your back, Lieutenant Observer. Together we will grab the soldier's sword. Let's finish this operation as quickly as possible.
That might just work.
Rasulian soldiers have been spotted infiltrating the eastern gates. We'll be caught between two separate forces if we don't do something.
I'll show those plane squatters mercy this time. Come on, you bastards. Let's bolt.
You promised us!
I'm sorry.
If you're not gonna punch the living daylights out of them, then I definitely will. What are you doing? Why won't you let me at them?
Punching them won't solve any of our problems, Miki. The only thing it'll prove is that your fist can bruise just like anyone else's.
What are we going to do now? It seemed as if we vastly underestimated the extent to which Kronos values Relia. We never thought they would go to such lengths to obtain her. And as you already know, we have neither our ship nor a clue as to her whereabouts.
Great, so we can't do anything.
I assure you that rescuing Relia is just as important to the Federation as it is to you.
So you'll help us pry her from their clutches?
Of course.
Sadly, we have no leads.
Did you also lose all that stuff along with your ship?
What stuff?
You know, the data we retrieved from the laboratory before it exploded. Do you still have any of it?
Ah.
Oh, how unlike me. That completely slipped my mind.
I guess I got mentally tripped up too. So, we might have something after all, huh?
We'll go right to the Symbological Research Facility and review the data there.
How long will that take?
1 or 2 hours at most.
Please don't come back empty-handed.
I won't.
Okay, then let's reconvene in this room when we're done.
Situation permitting, I'll also lend a hand.
Thank you.
They left behind some transmissions between them and another facility.
What's that mean for us?
It means there's someone else involved.
I see. So you're implying that the enemy must have at least one more base of operations besides that research facility.
Is Relia there?
I can't say for sure. It is, however, worth investigating. Even if we don't find her, we'll likely come away with some helpful information anyway.
The unfortunate thing is we haven't identified its location.
But you know where to start, right? Let's hear it.
Very well. All signs point to Kronos engaging in the study of symbometrics.
Symbometrics?
We have techniques that resemble what the people on your planet have termed signaturgy, but we call them symbology. Examining those techniques scientifically and systemizing them is called symbometrics. Regrettably for us, Kronos' advancements in this field make us seem like barbarians by comparison.
So you can't analyze them?
Sadly, no.
Wow. From my point of view, you two can do almost anything.
We have no recourse since there is no database from which to draw precedent. Also, I'd venture your planet's signaturgy is almost as advanced as our symbology.
You think so?
If my theory is correct, then we could analyze the various energy wave patterns emitted by signaturgical techniques and run them past the quad scanner's AI, which might allow us to detect some waves that Kronos' symbology-based equipment could not. Fiore, Would you be willing to impart the full extent of your signaturgical knowledge to us for this purpose?
If you were just a nosy scholar, my only response would be 3 swift kicks to the shins. But for Relia's sake, I'll do it.
Thank you so very much.
I'm getting butterflies in my stomach just thinking how my knowledge could open up a new world to everyone.
Then I shall get started on the recording process immediately. Afterwards, I'll set to analyzing all the information we obtained. A word of caution, though. Depending on the volume of data, the process could take an exceedingly long time.
Well, it is what it is. No helping that. So how much time do you think you'll need?
I assume 1 night will be sufficient.
A whole night.
It would only be an instant if we had our ship.
There's no need to get anxious now. Let's get some sleep and then reconvene on the morrow.
What the? Did people leave or something? Whoops.
You have it basically figured out, right?
For the most part. But there's still...
But there's still what? Out with it. What are you doing up this late at night?
Nothing much.
I'm so sorry I couldn't keep my promise to protect Relia.
Chin up, Emerson. I know full well that Relia's predicament isn't your guys' fault. If anyone should be sorry, it's me, not you. There's no excuse for the way I've behaved toward you recently.
And with that manly apology of yours goes the last shred of my dignity.
I know you feel bad, but Relia's safety is more important than any of our feelings. We can't get her back without you.
You have my word for sure this time. I'll do whatever it takes to save Relia. done with the analysis?
That we are, sir. We were able to confirm trace energy readings that emanate from the banks of the Isok River in Trekur.
Could the readings possibly be from some other type of structure?
According to our map, there are no visible man-made structures in the area.
That's suspicious.
I say, we go check it out.
And we're off, people.
Okay then, let's reconvene in front of the inn.
I just realized something. You don't two-time your women.
That's because I can't juggle two relationships at the same time.
Aha! So you do have a faithful side, huh?
Give it a rest. That's not it at all.
Then why?
Their love for me is too fleeting. Much to my chagrin, they always end up leaving me for greener pastures.
You get dumped before you can start two-timing her.
Sorry.
Girls grow up so fast. I almost didn't recognize you.
Thank you so very much.
You're starting to look exactly like your mother. I wish she could see you now.
Pops, I wouldn't have been able to grow up like this if it wasn't for you. And Fiddly.
Is he making himself useful?
Of course he is. He's doing a great job protecting me.
That's good to hear. See to it he doesn't get into any trouble, will you?
Will do. You can leave him to me.
Pardon me.
Decisive win with minimal casualties. A warrior must continue to hope.
Our enemies struggling with the odds.
As close to perfect as it gets.
What can I say? I'm a perfectionist. Better than that.
Was it? I have a lot more to learn.
That was maybe an 80 out of 100. Not bad for a guy with a few years on him.
That wasn't even worth decisive win
Why
with
can't they
minimal
all be
casualties.
this easy?
This should be the
As close to perfect as it gets.
hardly worth the effort.
Woo! Feels good to be so strong.
Captain, I'm picking up a small spike in those unknown energy waves.
Where's the source?
In this vicinity, apparently.
I don't see anything.
I'll retrace the wave's path.
Anne, have you found any hints yet?
Sorry, nothing of note. Please inform me if you discover any aberration in the landscape, no matter how insignificant it may seem.
This must be...
Anne!
The unidentified energy in this spot is at the maximum magnitude that can be recorded.
That's a pretty massive reading, but there's no semblance of a building here.
Perhaps the facility is below ground, and they transport themselves into and out of it.
That makes sense. Although, if the transport system were to break down, they'd be buried alive. Therefore, there has to be an emergency exit.
We can't rule out the possibility that it's optically cloaked, so I'll try hacking the system once I find the nexus of these waves.
Do it.
This area is too wide open. We'll be seen if we stay here much longer. Wait for that.
Okay, we need to focus on one now.
Crap. Anne, you almost done?
In a bit, sir.
We need to buy Anne some time to finish.
They keep coming.
Hurry it up, Anne!
Is it gonna take much longer?
Just a little bit.
Think you're so strong, try to withstand this!
Black!
Aerial blast!
Completely surrounded.
Captain, I'm picking up a small spike in those unknown energy waves.
Where's the source?
In this vicinity, apparently.
I don't see anything.
I'll retrace the wave's path.
Hey, this must be...
Anne!
The unidentified energy in this spot is at the maximum magnitude that can be recorded.
That's a pretty massive reading, but there's no semblance of a building here.
Perhaps the facility is below ground, and they transport themselves into and out of it.
That makes sense. Although, if the transport system were to break down, they'd be buried alive. Therefore, there has to be an emergency exit.
We can't rule out the possibility that it's optically cloaked, so I'll try hacking the system once I find the nexus of these waves.
Do it.
This area is too wide open. We'll be seen if we stay here much longer. Wait for that. Enemy vicio.
Anne, you almost done?
In a bit, sir.
We need to buy Anne some time to finish.
They keep coming.
Hurry it up, Anne!
In the name of the general! In the name of the general! Don't make me laugh! People let you get away! Is it gonna take much longer?
Just a little bit.
Now! Think you're so strong, try to withstand this! In the name of the...
Everyone, dive inside the doorway!